But what we see in Israel, the conflict that is spilled out throughout the Middle East, really, which is all about Jerusalem, is an ongoing reflection of the fact that there is judgment. There is judgment that is going on in the land, and that's the other part of this Jerusalem dilemma. When Jesus was standing in that temple, he spoke that judgment was coming, that there's a reality to the judgment of unbelief. He said, I longed to gather you, but what? You were unwilling. God never forces His way on human beings. And so because Jerusalem was unwilling to receive His grace, judgment was coming. Now Jesus in that temple, just before going to the cross, says, from now on, this place is desolate. And Jesus' words have echoed down through the centuries. Not a generation after he uttered this promise, Titus and his Roman legions marched into that city and destroyed both the city and the temple. And from that day until this very present, there has been no temple, and there is therefore no sacrifice in Judaism. Only we could sacrifice, the only place was in the temple. And therefore there has been, and there is today, no confidence of atonement, no confidence of forgiveness. If you were to stand outside of a synagogue on the Day of Atonement and ask those leaving the service, did God hear your prayers? Were your sins forgiven on this most holy of all days? The answer would be, I hope. I hope, but who can know? Who indeed but those of us who've come under the wings of the Almighty, who've entered into that place of grace where forgiveness is assured for the dilemma of human life. Judgment is very real, and we see it played out on the pages of the newspapers and on the television. It's very real. When Isaac was in Jerusalem, he was there to witness some of that judgment, some of that conflict when a Palestinian from East Jerusalem took a bulldozer and went plowing through a score of cars, killing numbers of people. Judgment. You can't miss it. And Jesus talks about it. But He didn't leave us there. There's a promise of a return from this judgment. Jesus concludes His message there in the temple by saying this, I tell you, you will not see me again. You will not experience what I have come to bring, this place of grace which I have and will soon establish. You will not see me again until you say, until you're able to, with conviction, articulate these words, Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Once again quoting from a psalm, this time Psalm 118. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. And this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Save now, we beseech thee. Save now, O Lord. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. You will not see me until you can acknowledge me as the one who's come. As the stone once rejected by the builders, but now the chief. Until you say, Jesus, you're the Messiah.